It was created to be educational, but quickly became controversial. It was meant to shine a new light on a harsh stereotype, but most viewers denounced the video, saying that the mom and her child were put in danger and she should have been more responsible. Many people think they know what's good for their child, but this is not always the case. While they're often right, it's not a given. Bob and Nina were devoted dog lovers and believed that a house was not truly a home without a dog. While having 6 dogs as part of their family was not a concern for visitors, the breed of dog that they preferred, Pitbulls, was a source of worry for some. The 6 sleek dogs were a pack and had been trained since they were puppies. In addition to playing and snoring, one of their favorite activities was following the couple's 4-year-old daughter around the house and backyard. Bob and his wife had a great idea for a video one day. The idea was to show a typical evening feeding to challenge the stereotype that pit bulls were inherently bad. They wanted the world to see that these dogs were actually gentle giants. However, they had no idea that their plan would go wrong so quickly. Nina placed Bob's phone on a stand and started recording. Their young daughter stood in front of the pack of hungry dogs and clapped her hands, which was a routine they were very familiar with. Almost instantly after her hands came together, the dogs reacted in unison. As soon as the girl clapped her hands, the dog's hind ends hit the ground in a sad attention, ready for their food. 2 of the dogs were briefly distracted, but with a firm command from the girl, they quickly fell back in line. Bob couldn't help but smile and feel a sense of pride at the authority his daughter naturally commanded over the dogs. Next, the blonde child picked up a large tub of kibble and spread it out on the floor, saying "Stay, stay" in a soft voice. The dogs' eyes were fixed on the food as drool dripped from their mouths. The next step left viewers speechless. Nina announced that it was time to count down, but the girl wasn't finished with her part of the routine. She smoothed out the pile of food into a flat circle to ensure that the dogs would be fed evenly. All the while, the dogs barely moved a muscle. However, what would be their reaction when they were finally allowed to eat?
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
3-2, their daughter said, drawing out the waiting period like only a 4-year-old could. By the time she got to 1, even Bob was feeling like he wanted to rush the pile, but there was no leaping forward or knocking the girl over. It was unlike any reaction people would have imagined. The dogs happily jaunted forward, formed a circle, and started munching. They moved respectfully around the little alpha girl, barely nudging her. This was exactly what Bob and his wife wanted the world to see. They eagerly uploaded the video. The result, however, was devastating. It wasn't the fact that the video went viral, racking up over 15 million views in only a couple weeks. It was the comment section that brought Bob's joy crashing down around his head. He had been prepared for resistance, but not this much. The worst were the threats. Words like irresponsible, dangerous, and neglectful laced a majority of the responses from viewers. A few even went as far as calling them potential murderers, and the police should be called in and their daughter taken away. Bob sighed and slammed his laptop closed. Were people blind? It wasn't the breed that was the problem. It was humans. It was irresponsible breeders and horrible training that was to blame. You could take any breed and turn it into a nightmare. The proof was right there in front of them, but no one wanted to really see it. So what were Bob and his wife going to do? It was a hard pill to swallow. All they could do was let the video exist and hope it made a difference in some way. However, that didn't mean they were going to crawl under a rock and change their ways. Despite their enthusiasm for pit bulls, Bob and Nina were certain of one thing: they would continue to show the world that pit bulls can be some of the best canine companions in the world with the right training. Their daughter would continue to command dinner time and play with the dogs in the backyard. It would be a long journey, but they had taken the first step forward. I hope you liked this video. Please share it and subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.